The fear of failure phenomenon in psychology. Social structures are one of the main concepts in sociology, as they represent relatively stable types and forms of social practice. Social life is organized through social structures, and the stability of ties and relationships within the social organization of society is ensured. Social structures are complex social structures based on normative connections that prescribe specific standards and types of behavior. For applied sociology classes to be successful, it is necessary to clearly understand social structures, contributing to high results in a professional environment. A specialist in sociology should know the importance of social structures as a set of roles and statuses designed to meet specific social needs. Social structures have many features that are important to know and consider when working in this field. Knowledge in the field of social structures will allow the specialist to consider the diversity of functions of a particular structure. Knowledge of the peculiarities of social structures is vital to seeing the injustice committed against a person and overcoming it. It will also help to avoid its dysfunction. Explicit parts of social structures are expected and necessary, as they are formed and declared in codes and fixed in the system of statuses and roles. Externally, dysfunction can be expressed in a lack of trained personnel, material resources, organizational shortcomings, etc. From a substantive point of view, the flaws are described in the ambiguity of the activity's goals, their contradictory interpretation, paralyzing the activity of the structure, and the uncertainty of functions. A knowledgeable and experienced professional can determine in time the presence of dysfunction in a particular social structure and get rid of it. Thus, the sociological understanding of social structures plays an essential role in professional sociological activity, as it expands knowledge about the functions and roles of social structures. Sometimes failure is a success that just wasn't received the first time. Life constantly presents new solutions and new opportunities for rejection. It may seem pessimistic at first glance, but there is also a positive side to failure. 20-year-old young people should not worry about failures because failure can mean an attempt to do something new and implement a new enterprise. That is, it can be a preparation for future success. The consequences of failure can be quite painful and cause disappointment in the whole process. After all, more and more often in modern society, only victory and success are celebrated, not the struggle preceding them. There are also hidden consequences of failure, which can be more destructive and paralyzing than those consequences that affect future efforts and feelings in real life. 20-year-old young people are just starting to live and gain life experience. They should not be afraid of failure because every failure is an opportunity to become better and adapt to new difficulties. The fear of failure generates the cessation of further attempts since failure is perceived as something that should be avoided at all costs and not as an inevitable part of learning. In addition, the fear of failure causes the termination of training due to the shame of failure, which paralyzes the will and aspirations. Thus, failure should be perceived as a natural thing that accompanies the learning process. In addition, failure does not mean the wrong way to achieve the goal but only brings it closer, provided that the attempts will not be stopped. From the point of view of sociology, the fear of failure trap phenomenon seemed to be the most interesting. The fear of failure creates a vicious circle of unwillingness to experience rejection of anything, which leads to avoidance of even trying to do something. Fear keeps the mind trapped, which is unable to access all resources because of it. It is exciting from the point of view of the psychology and physiology of the human mind.